Hey, what is going on, everybody? Matthew from therighttrader.com here, back again with another cryptocurrency video. Today we're going to be talking about the best cryptos to buy in 2023. We're going to be going through many of these top 100 coins here and talking about some of the coins that I think are going to provide the best returns in the recovery year of 2023. And I call it a recovery year because I don't think cryptos are going to see a monstrous bull run in 2023. However, I do think that we are going to start to recover. So I'm expecting prices to end up around 50 to 100% higher than where we're at now by the end of 2023. Give or take, some coins will do better than others, but that's what we're going to talk about today, is which ones are going to be those best coins. And to start off, I need to get out of the way Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, I think that you can see that just in the last 7 days and 24 hours, Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to be some of the two best coins to get most of the gains that these cryptos are going to see this year with the lowest amount of risk possible. Okay, I talked a little bit in the past about how I think where we are right now with crypto is right here in the middle of bear market that we had in the previous crypto winter. Something very similar is going to happen this year. So we're beginning to see the pump. Okay, if we go over here, right, we're beginning to see the pump happen, the breakout. And after we reached kind of a top, we fell back down a bit and stabilized. So I think that's what's going to happen this year. And for that reason, right, Bitcoin itself had moved up 300% back in the day in the middle of the bear market crypto winter. And I think that Bitcoin has a very nice opportunity to go as high as $30,000, $32,000, maybe even as high as $35,000 this year. And what's funny is, you know, a lot of other altcoins might not be able to even see that much gain. Okay, not that many altcoins actually tend to beat Bitcoin and Ethereum in the long term. That can be seen here just by looking in the last 7 days. However, we have some exceptions, right? We have things like Solana up 53%, Shiba Inu up 30% almost, and then we have Hedera, very strong performer there. Decentraland, massive 77% in the last 7 days. So that's what I'm trying to make you all look out for, right? Is seeing the cryptos that actually heavily outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum. But like I said, Bitcoin and ETH, they're probably going to perform fairly similarly, and they're probably going to see very nice gains. Like I said, around 30 to 30,000 for a peak in 2023 for Bitcoin. And if we go over to the ETH chart, let's take a look, and then we'll jump into the altcoins, which I'm sure all of you are excited to hear about. If we look at the ETH chart, okay, ETH could go, I would say, even as high as $3,000 on a peak pump. But maybe a more reasonable target is going to be somewhere around $2,500. Okay, with that being said, I expect ETH to be one of the steadiest cryptos and one of the cryptos that holds its prices the best, might even be more stable than Bitcoin itself. Okay, that's been the case at least during this bearish market, right? It actually didn't put in a lower low like Bitcoin did. So ETH has been performing very well, and fundamentally it's still very sound. And now we're diving into the altcoins. Okay, I'm sure this is where a lot of you have questions on how some of these coins will perform. And I'm not only thinking of 2023, I'm thinking what's going to happen, you know, in the next bull market, right? What are the coins that are the lowest right now that'll see the biggest gains when the next bull market comes around? And that's when we're going to dive in some of these altcoins. So right off the bat here, I like all these altcoins that are in the top 10 in terms of more specifically XRP. Okay, this is around 41 cents. If we go back and look at the previous all-time high, you know, that was a little bit over $3. So this is a coin that I think if the XRP lawsuit clears and everything, it could easily go to $5. And that means that there's some pretty nice gains ahead if that happens. So at 41 cents, the risk reward is pretty good in my opinion. Maybe even better risk reward, right? Because there's no lawsuit going on with it, is going to be Cardano. Okay, Cardano peaked out at around 24 cents, which is extremely low, right? That's not even that far from its previous lower prices. And right now we're still not even that much higher up, right around 37 cents. Okay, so it has a very strong base at around this 30 to 37 cent level, and that means that there's a lot of support in this area, meaning that I don't think we're necessarily going to go falling back below this again. Okay, I think there's a lot of support at this 30-cent level. And of course, right, this is as clear as day in terms of a move back to the all-time highs, 731%. I want to also point out that every bull market, okay, Cardano performed better than the last time. So this is a coin that really does perform when times are good. And yes, it can be slow when things are not moving much, but that is the buying opportunity, right? So Cardano is going to be maybe one of my best picks for this year. Next up, we have Dogecoin. Dogecoin is a little bit of a special one. You know, it's going to perform very good once cryptos really turn bullish. Until then, I don't know exactly how well it's going to perform. I don't think it's going to perform bad, though. I think this is a coin that could easily end 2023 at around 20 cents. But if we look at the chart, okay, I've long been saying we have a cup and handle formation that's panning out on this one. And, you know, I think this one will head in the next bull run to somewhere between $1 and $1.50, okay? That is literally, you know, over 1,000% gains for Dogecoin right there. And that's a pretty, you know, well-known, old-fashioned coin, so to say, that's been around forever. Matic is going to be my best coin for a safety pick, okay? I don't expect Matic to really fall, you know, much lower again. I think it has a very strong floor at $1, and I think it's probably going to end the year somewhere between $1.20 and $1.50, and then it'll march onwards towards $5, $10 in the next bull run, okay? This is a coin that I have a long-term estimate of $20 price target. That's a 20x from the current price. You know, it's partnered with Instagram. It's partnered with a whole bunch of massive companies. I think Matic is going to be one of the safest and stable coins to be into this year, okay? Litecoin has been one of the strongest outperformers during this bear market. You can see that's already nicely into its move higher. This is a coin that, you know, maybe it'll slow down once it reaches $100, $150. But for the next bull run, I think this is a very good safe coin, okay? So kind of a similar story to Matic, where I think this one kind of reached its floor at around $55, and we're not really going to go, you know, crashing again on a coin like this. Avalanche, this is one of my favorite ones here. This is a coin that, you know, it depends what happens with DeFi, but this is a coin that could probably end up 2023 around $30 to $50, okay? And for the next bull market, you know, this performed very well in the last one. We could be back to the all-time highs, if not substantially higher than that, which was right around $130, $150. So very good outlook for Avalanche here, still at some rock bottom prices, still has absolute 10x potential, okay? Chainlink, this is a pretty obvious one, it's got to be mentioned for a safer play, a lot of stability. I do like Ethereum Classic at $22. You know, it's been a bit of a slow mover. This one tends to kind of have a delayed effect where it pumps later in the bull market. A lot of people are talking about Quant for being one of the best performers in 2023, 2024. I think it has every chance of doing so, okay? In fact, you know, other than Litecoin, this has been one of the only other coins that saw some type of bullishness, right, throughout this bear market. And we really reached our bottom there on this one. We're already up 220%. I don't think any other crypto in the top 100 has done that. So this already hit its bottom here at around $41, and we're already marching on higher. You know, I expect this coin to be somewhere above $500, you know, as we begin the next bull run, or maybe a little bit below that, but it should very easily head to $500,000 in the next bull run, okay? ApeCoin, this is an interesting one. ApeCoin is, of course, a coin that, you know, is very based on how the NFT market is doing. And, you know, NFTs were very suppressed in terms of their price for months now. Price is slowly kicking back up. Actually, I shouldn't say slowly, it's moving up pretty quickly now. And what I like about this one is just this $5 area is just too low in my opinion for ApeCoin. In a bull market, right, this coin will be back to its all-time highs. I think it's going to be substantially above that. I can expect a $50 price target on this for the next bull market, okay? Algorand is very cheap here at $2.20. You know, I think this is a coin that's gonna, kind of like Cardano, go back to its all-time high. This has 10x potential here, easy 10x potential. It is a proof of stake coin, which is also nice. So there's several things that I like about Algorand. Aave is one of the strongest outperformers in terms of outperforming ETH, which of course is you know, usually one of the coins that performs the best. So the fact that Aave always performs even better than ETH makes it a very strong pick. You know, this one should have no problem going back to the all-time highs as well, okay? Very nice opportunity for Aave. A lot of people overlook that coin. Decentraland, Sandbox, they're both starting to outperform ETH as, you know, DeFi is starting to turn back up. People are looking at NFTs, gaming, etc. Those are going to be the two best ones to have exposure to the gaming space. You know, the most likely ones to pump. It's going to be Decentraland and Sandbox, right? Those are going to be the first ones to start pumping with everything NFT metaverse related. As we head into the smaller coins, you got to be more careful, okay? There's going to be less, better and safer opportunities. There are still a few though. Curve, very nice outperformer once again at $1. This is an absolute steal. $5, $6, $10, absolutely possible in the next bull market. I do like Curve right now. Also a nice proof of stake coin for the long term. And then finally here, we're heading into our last few bits of coins. You know, Zilliqa, interesting, smaller coin. It obviously comes with some more risk, could work out. A lot of people will have their eye on Engine coin as a third kind of top 3 gaming coin pick, right? Moved 44% in the last 7 days. Also a coin to look out for, okay? Very interesting coin. Helium Network could be interesting. I believe this kind of dropped a little bit due to the whole FTX thing. I think they were invested in it, but also a coin that could see massive price move. I mean, this is really low here at $3 compared to where it was in the bull market. So keep an eye on this one because this has a lot of potential. You know, over 1,000% gain. That's not something you see all the time for a top 100 coin in terms of its potential there. Like I said, keep out for Engine coin, okay? This was one of the stars during the bull market. It has every reason to perform well again. One of the things that I like the most about Engine coin is it's been around since 2017, okay? So this is not a fly-by-night coin. It's been around. It's kind of tried and tested for what it does, and it performed very well as the hype in NFTs and gaming came into crypto. And I think that's going to happen again in the next bull market. The last coin that I want to mention, a little special pick here, is going to be Sushi. I own a little bit of Sushi, and, you know, this is a coin that had several dramas from hacks to you know, the whole FTX thing, etc., but it is still finding its floor, right? It never really fell back below $1 for the most part, and I think that now that it's managing to hold this $1.30, $1.20 level, I think that it can slowly start to head towards $2. And you know, this is a coin that previously reached $23, okay? So that's a huge, basically over 20x potential, and I have long-term hopes for this coin as being one of the best DeFi plays out there, potentially reaching a price of anywhere between $50 to $100, okay, for the long term. So at $1, I think it's pretty obvious that the risk reward is quite good in my opinion. You know, the very lowest this went was at 50 cents. That one, it was a complete disaster. You know, people thought Sushi Swap was gonna die. That didn't end up happening. So, you know, I think by all means that we hit the rock bottom here for Sushi. If we look at the more detailed chart to see what's going on, you'll see that that becomes even more obvious as well. In fact, we even though we fell very low here, we put in a higher low compared to this bottom over here, okay? And now we're seeing this base being put in. I'm expecting us to slowly move towards $2, $3, and then the price should start picking up after that. As the bull market comes around, DeFi starts pumping, this coin is going to see a lot of positive effects from that. And I mean, take a look at what it did back here. Literally, we can back calculate this in a matter of, let's see, 130 days, okay, 125 days even. We moved up 3,600%. That is absolutely insane, and that's something that could easily happen again for Sushi Swap. So don't underestimate a coin like this, okay? In fact, don't be disappointed if it takes some time to stabilize like it's doing right now, because this is a perfect accumulation zone in my opinion. Keep in mind that none of this video is financial advice. You can follow me on Twitter for more crypto updates. That's where you can stay updated on everything that I'm taking a look at. And also don't forget to check out my technical analysis master course if you want to learn technical analysis trading. And finally, if you want to buy any of these cryptos, link to Binance in the description below. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you soon.